Alright, Sputnik 679 from Cebu to Davao, let's go. Gate B3, we walk to the aircraft. Letting your doors checked, check, set APR is clear, in the aircraft we go. Okay. Put our stuff in our iPad. Alright. Engines off. Weather panel is checked. Gear is down. Wipers off. Batteries 1 and 2 on. Power on. 1 nav. Combat. R2 nav. R3 nav. Okay. SEC3 fault, even MEL, we do. AP fight test. Do we have air conditioning? Right. Zero 920. Alright, so let's check our tech log. This is first RPC 3269. If you check the FMGC, A320-200 with CFM56 before engines. Nav database current today is 20. Hold on. 28th of April. Nav actually downgrade, previous prior loss, aircraft position valid. So this is RPVM, RPMD, alternate flight plan says. What's our flight number first? Sputnik 679. Hold on. Okay, Sputnik 679. Alternate is RPVM. Alright, let's check the MELs. First of all, we do have an MEL on this aircraft. SEC3 INOP on the log, which we already looked at. Pre-flight briefing as well. Actually, it just... hold on, just SEC3 if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Just SEC3. And nav lights 1 in op, and newly repaired P2. We gotta check the function before we fly. Otherwise, yeah, we've briefed all of the actions to be done when. CDLs, OABs for this aircraft. We have, let's see here. SimRef. We have two OEBs, 61, cabin pressure, excess cabin altitude, and engine 1 to EGT over limit, which we've discussed also before in the in our pre-flight briefing. Configuration summary, we've reviewed it. Nothing too special. So yeah, I've pressed the recall button. We do have SEC3 fault. So there's something that we need to do as we do the cockpit prep for the SEC3 fault. Otherwise, we're good. Alright, the preliminary computation. So preliminary performance computation. So we've got unload. It's going to be 126.6.
Lapu-Lapu Mactan Cebu Airport Information Foxtrot 0859er Zulu. Surface wind 060 degrees, 3 knots, variable between 030 degrees and 090 degrees. Ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 29 degrees, dew point 23 degrees. Jerry A1011, landing and departing runway 04, transition level 130. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot.
Okay, see that again.
Lapu-Lapu Mactan Cebu Airport Information Foxtrot 0859er Zulu. Surface wind 060 degrees, 3 knots, variable between 030 degrees and 090 degrees. Ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 29 degrees, dew point 23 degrees. Jerry A1011, landing and departing runway 04, transition level 130. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot.
04 only, so maybe the scenery doesn't have the latest one.
Lapu-Lapu
Prepare for 04 right. From intersection Alpha 5 just in case. MacTow. I can't display the iPad here unfortunately. But I'm using the iPad right now. Estimated 65.6. MacTows for 24. Alright, I'm ready for the preliminary computation briefing. Are you ready? Alright, so taking off Mactan, runway 04 right from Alpha 5. Anti-ice-off packs on. Flaps 2, trim up 1.0. Flex 62, can't see it. Flex 62, V1137, V1137, V2140. Green dot 217. Alright, you have the same? Good. Alright, you'll do the doors. By the way, I'll clear this flight control sec 3 fault because we have to apply the MEL. Status and system and cat 3. Okay. Oxygen pressure, hydraulics, and the green engine will more than enough for the flight today. Flap 0 slightly indicated. Disarm spoilers. Parking brake is on. Press on the green. Gloves, life jacket, vests, crash axe, smoke goggles, portable fire extinguishers, portable equipment, oxygen mask, flashlights, escape ropes, rear and overhead circuit breaker panels. We'll do the walk around. Okay, so you do the walk around, I will do the cockpit prep. Here's apply on. Ground control. First int is up and minimum int. Parking brake is on. CVR test. After the ground control push button on. CVR test. Also, the PA is a bit loud. Captain. Strobe lights auto. Nav lights 1. Seat belts. We're still refueling, so I'm not gonna turn that on yet. No smoking signs auto. Emergency exit lights armed. And bright, dim, compass, auto, high. Battery recharge test. Batteries 1 and 2 off, 1 and 2 on. Less than 60 amperes in 10 seconds. Still refueling, so it's off. Nothing on the hydraulics yet. Engine 1 fire test. Engine 2 fire test. Norm, reading lights, PA. Alright, let's bring out the MMEL for SEC3. For SEC3, cockpit preparation deactivation, SEC3 push button switch off, and flight control sec supply 121 VU CB pull. So Quebec 19er 19er SEC supply pull, and then performance penalties later. Oh shit, should have used the Airbus one. Hold on. Stand by, guys. Sub. Zero 4 right at Alpha 5. Let me just copy paste things here. It's the 0903. Temperature 29er 101. Dry off 65.6. More optimum on. MEL for performance penalties, look at 27640A. Zero 4A. Spoilers 1 and 2 in the Airbus CFB. Ground spoilers 2 person operative. Done. Close. Compute. Oh. Sorry. 2 pairs in operative. So compute. Flex 61. These are close, not too bad. 217. Okay, continuing on with the MMEL. Sorry about that. I mean, it is an MEL, so it's that's expected. QNHS 1011. Just get on. Timers reset. Non-safety lights test. Copy the locking mechanism. Norm. Thrust levers idle. King brake on. Let's go auto on. Standby on this. Above standby and MCD menu. Okay, constraints plan range 20. Okay, cost index is 15. Cruising level is 290 at a temperature of 27. So 29er. 555. 0. Flight plan. Right now, runway 04 right will be in use, so we have to change the change that up. From to curve for Papa. So it'll be 04 right, Carib for Papa. Insert. Carib to Evelyn. Airways. Whiskey 9 Alpha, Whiskey 9. I think the last time I did just the airways, there was a bug. So I'll put BN to close it. Whiskey 9 RMR. Insert. This does look good. RPMD. Runway 23 might be available, so we'll plan for that. Sirmar 2 Papa. Glary. Two 3 becomes Joe for 3 Papa. Whiskey 8 to Bohol. And 04 right. From Bohol 3 Papa. Bohol 3 Papa ends at Drigo. So arrival Drigo. Radnav, nothing here. In it, wind is H3 for headwind 3. Also, I hear that the refueling complete. Roger, thank you. Okay. So we're waiting for those bags to finish. 17 minutes. I'll make a P. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen from Flight Deck, this is your Captain Drew speaking on behalf of the rest of the crew. Welcome aboard Sputnik Aviation Flight 679, non-stop service from Cebu to Davao. We're just waiting for the last bags to be loaded. We should be pushing back in about 10 minutes or so once we're airborne. Today's flight time is just 50 minutes, and we'll be cruising at about 29,000 feet. 29,000 feet. And looking at the weather today, we are expecting a smooth ride all the way. We'll try and get the seatbelts off when we can. For the interest of safety, if we have to, we'll keep the seatbelts on, again, in the interest of safety. For now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. We'll get back to you as we get closer into Davao. Once again, from the flight deck, aboard this Sputnik Aviation flight, welcome aboard. Okay, check the company message. I'm pretty sure it's just load sheet, the preliminary one. Okay, accuracy upgrade, GPS primary. Alright, okay, got a company message. Can you pull that up? Okay, load sheet, we have zero fuel rate of 60.2 slash 32.1. Blocks is going to be 5.5. Takeoff weight is 65.5, 65.5. Very good, wait for it to populate. Okay, that's 65.5 with a tow of 30.6. 65.5 with a tow of 30.6. 5.5. Yeah, I don't need to recompute or anything. 30.6. Alright, so it's going to be 780. It's going to be 2 and 30.6. That's about 0.4 down, or down 0.4. The flex is 61. The V1B RV2 is 139.141. And our company ADP is 800. Alright, you want to cross check? Also, let's start the APU. 3, 4. Alright, you ready? Ready for the glare shield check? Alright, set QNH. H set. FD's on, constraints. Nav range 20, speed dash, heading VS, altitude 100. So initially to 29,000, if nothing yet, VS dash is. Copy to ground, headsets off, oxygen mask test. Speaker. Landing elevation auto 100 feet. Status of the aircraft is check. SEC 3 and up. And fuel is on board 5,500. Data. Precision monitor. Everything is aligned. Are you ready for the departure briefing? But before that, we need to get the clearance, the ATC clearance. So, Martin clearance on 1251. Go ahead and call him.
Sputnik 679, on our way to Bangui Airport.
Sputnik 679, Mactan delivery, expect runway 04. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Carib. Squawk 1323.
Expect runway 04. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Carib. Squawk 1323. Sputnik 679.
Sputnik 679, read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.8 when ready. Sputnik 679. Bye-bye.
Alright, so we're cleared off runway center line, so runway heading. Vectors to Carib, it's going to be that right turn, 6,000 initially, Squawk 1323. Ready? Stand by. Now, you said if you wanted to close the doors, go ahead and close the doors. Thank you. Alright, ready for the briefing? Ready. Okay, so we are departing Mactan, runway 04 right. That's runway heading.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And radar vectors to Carib, that's going to be a right turn, most likely. Using the chart as a reference, the transition altitude is 1000, and the highest MSA Northwest Airport reference point, 4,100 BTA, is 5,000. No significant weather. It is a bit variable though, so just be cautious when you're taking off or going to do a reland. Operational. First off, we do have a couple of MELs, basically 2 spoilers and up that could reduce our effectiveness on on later parts of the flight, on the descent especially, and we need to do this PTU check as per the MMEL. Okay, so we got to do both of those before the PTU check for the after start. Secondary set for the RNF04 right into Mactan. Okay, 04 into Mactan. And we're here at bay number 3, and we'll take whatever ATC gives us. Probably a well, Charlie is the longest one. Could be full length. We can take full length as well. Secondary. Let's see. Bring up the load sheet. Sorry, init B. 0 fuel 60.2 plus block 5.5 equals a ramp weight of 60.7 minus. Sorry, 65.7 minus taxi 0.2 is 65.5. Do we have any? Well, we don't have any. What do you call this? Speed constraints for now, since we're doing runway heading. But anyway, taking off from the 04 right, calculated alpha 5, flaps 2, down 0.4, flex 61, V1139, VR139, V2141, and standard reduction acceleration altitude of 800 AGL. Upon passing which, upon passing acceleration altitude and out of SRS, we'll be climbing on heading most likely. Above F speed, I'll call flaps 1, above S speed, I'll call flap 0, and then let's climb at like 220 knots, as long as we're not looking at the facing southeast. Once we are facing the our destination, like Carib, we're gonna do 250 knots below 10,000.
Blue J 6579.
Questions,
ramp
comments,
10,
suggestions?
request pushback and engine
This
start.
partial briefing is complete. Cockpit preparation checklist. Reference covers.
Blue J
Fuel quantity.
6579, Mactan ground,
5,000
pushback
for 90
approved.
kilograms pounds.
Face
seatbelts
southwest.
On 8 years.
Pushback approved, face southwest.
QNH
Blue J 6579.
Checklist complete. Cockpit version check is complete. Alright. Top of the ground, clear to disconnect external power and confirm no air carts connected. There are, so you're now cleared to depressurize and remove the air carts. Thank you. Alright, it's removed. Thank you. Alright. Go ahead and call clearance for taxi.
Sputnik 679, Gate Bravo 3, request pushback and engine start.
Sputnik 679, Mactan ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest, Sputnik 679.
Alright, before start checklist. Can brake on, take out speed and thrust. V1139, V2139, V141, flex 61. Close, close. Beacon on. Before start checklist complete. Okay.
Blue J 6579, taxi for departure.
Alright, clear for pushback facing southwest.
Blue J 6579, taxi to holding point Kilo, runway 04 via Gulf, Bravo, Kilo. Taxi to holding point Kilo, runway 04 via Gulf, Bravo, Kilo, Blue J 6579.
Clear. Start at will.
Roger.
Cabin crew, arm door, cross check.
Yeah. Start the engine. Engine will select your ignition. Duct pressure. Engine 1. Start. Engine 2. Start. Roger. Ground speed 0. No movement. Brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Roger. SAC3 fault, that's expected. Master caution. Have controls and comms and AOEBs. Basic action. Flight control. SCC fault. Verify control. Control. Status. Stop ECAM. No checklist. Resets or relights. None. ECAM. Light is the procedure applied. Captain single only. Force 1 and 2. SCC3. Captain dual. As expected. Or status. Yes. ECAM action is complete. You have comms. Okay. Veil. General selector norm. Sorry, norm. APU bleed off. APU master off. Pilot margin will do arm spoilers. Reset rudder trim. Flaps 2. And trim is down 30.6%, which 0.4. Okay, additionally we have an MMEL procedure. So it's going to be PTU, power transfer unit. Okay, after engine start, check the PTU operation. Green engine 1 pump off. On the hydraulic SD page, check. Okay, check that the green system pressure is correct. Yeah, it's 2,700. The PTU is running. Correct pressure of 3,000 psi plus minus 200 psi. Green engine 1 pump on. Yellow engine 2 pump off. And yellow ELEC pump push 1 switch, check it. If it's off, it is off. PTU is running the other way. That's good. Correct pressure 3,000 plus minus 200 psi. And yellow engine 2 pump is on. Okay. Top after the landing. PTU was set for the aircraft. Okay. Up at the ground, clear to disconnect.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
31. Yeah, we have 2 sets of spoilers in operative.
Unlocking here. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Blue J 6579, contact Maten Tower 118.1, bye-bye. Over to Tower 118.1, Blue J 6579.
Alright, there we go. I see the pin after start checklist. Bye. Anti-ice. Off. ACAM status. Checked. Pitch trim. It's 30.5%. Rudder. Trim. Neutral. After start checks complete. Let's go ahead and do the flight controls check after. Oh, yes.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. Request taxi. Let's do it on that.
Sputnik 679, ready to taxi to the active.
Sputnik 679, taxi holding point runway 04 at pilot's discretion.
Pilot's discretion.
Taxi holding point runway 04, my discretion. Sputnik 679.
Alright. Does it say what holding point we can go? Yeah, okay. Alright, my discretion then. So, I mean, the standard taxi here is Delta 2, Charlie Alpha 6. Clear left. Alright. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see how fast my taxi is. Brakes check. Show 0. Okay, flight control check. How are we doing it? Full up. Down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Right. Neutral. Clear left. Alright, we'll get that departure confirmation once we turn right. Okay. Alright, clear left. Alright. Right, give a departure confirmation briefing. Okay. Taking off runway 04 right, full length. Runway heading 6000 initially. And a right turn to Carib. Climb blue, nav blue, 1FD2, 6000 blue. Cross check, taxi checklist. Character, please be seated for the takeoff. Let's check those flight controls checked. Check flap setting config 2. Config 2. Objective wind shear. On and auto. Triple selector. Norm. Eco memo. Takeoff. No good. Complete. I think they want us to taxi the full length of 04, right? Instead of 04. Oop, 30 knots max. I got a 5-minute taxi, holy shit. Clear left. And once we get headed off the tower, advise ready for departure.
Sputnik 679, contact Maten Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 118.1, Sputnik 679. Have a good afternoon.
Right, call ready for departure.
Sputnik 679, ready for departure, runway 04.
Sputnik 679, Mactan Tower, wind 070 degrees, 5 knots, Bell runway heading, runway 04, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 04, cleared for takeoff, Sputnik 679.
Okay, 04 at a kilo, runway clear, approach path clear. Lineup checklist, takeoff runway 04 right. Cast, TRA, back 72 on, lineup checklist complete. Ready? Ready. 6-minute taxi. It's 04 right now, not just 04. Ready? Ready. Take off. Rolling takeoff. And set runway heading. 047. Manflex 61 SRS, auto thrust blue. It's checked. One, rotate. Climb, gear up, gear up. Runway track. Pull heading. 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 First climb, open climb, all
Sputnik
blue.
679, contact Mactan departure 132.2.
Flaps 1 first. Check.
Contact McTan departure 132.2, Sputnik 679.
Go ahead, report.
McTan, Sputnik 679, 1,500 feet.
Sputnik 679, Mactan departure. Good afternoon. Identified. Climb to flight level 140.
Climb to flight level 140, Sputnik 679.
Set altitude level 140.
Sputnik 679, turn right, heading 120.
Turn right, heading 120, Sputnik 679.
Set heading 120. So set and manage speed, returning towards the destination now. Managed. Flap 0, set disarm spoilers, gear up. Oops. Faster 5,000, yes, cycle seatbelts. Also, autopilot 1 on. Alright, there we go.
Sputnik 679, clear direct Carib. Resume own navigation.
Cleared direct Carib. Resume own navigation, Sputnik 679.
Alright. Set direct Carib with the beam points. Sure. Nav. Push. Climb. I believe that's 10,000 feet, isn't it? So 10,000. I like to check. Seatbelts off. This airport. Read Prague. Optimal level 360, regular max level 382, GPS primary actually high checked. What was 2.3 was in use? We'll see later on. Set standard.
Sputnik 679, contact MAC-10 control 127.5.
MAC-10 control.
Contact MAC-10 control 127.5, Sputnik 679. MAC-10 control, Sputnik 679, through 1,600 feet for flight level 140.
Sputnik 679, Mach 10 control, identified. Climb to flight level 290.
Climb to flight level 290, Sputnik 679.
Okay, so level 290. Flight level 290 blue. And push. Speed. Thrust climb. Climb all blue. Flight level 290 blue. And yes, yeah, cross check. Passing level 143. Now check. Sorry, cross checked. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take lots of screenshots. Lots.
Cebu 581, contact Mach 10 approach 132.2. Contact Mach 10 approach 132.2, Cebu 581. Cathay 925, radar vectors, runway 04. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, runway 04, ready for descent, Cathay 925.
Cathay 925, Lapu Mactan Cebu Airport landing runway 04.
Lapu Mactan Cebu Airport, landing runway 04, Cathay 925.
Cathay 925, descent to flight level 204.
Descent to flight level 204, Cathay 925.
Cathay 925, turn right, heading 160, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 160, Cathay 925.
I do know Ramar is where Davao approached.
Mactan Control, Cool Red 715,
So we have
descending
to
via
do
Taper
a
1
little
Alpha, flight
more
level
than
194.
Cool Red 715, Mactan Control, identified.
Alright, then going heads down. ATIS frequency for Davao is
Cebu 653, contact Tacloban approach 120.8.
Contact Tacloban approach 120.8, Cebu 653.
Niner 14 Zulu, surface wind 000 degrees, 4 knots, variable between 310 degrees and 050 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds 1,600 feet, scattered 29,000 feet, temperature 26 degrees, dew point 23 degrees, E1011, landing and departing runway 05. Transition level 130, advice on initial contact, you have information, Bravo. Bangoy Airport information, Bravo, 0914 Zulu, surface wind 000 degrees, 4 knots, variable between 310 degrees and 050 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds 1,600 feet. Scattered 29,000 feet. Temperature 26 degrees. Dew point 23 degrees. 101.
Yeah.
120.4.
Contact Calibo approach 120.4. Cool red 715.
Or pass.
Cathay 925. Contact Mach 10 approach 132.2.
Contact Mach 10 approach 132.2. Cathay 925.
Yes. Oh. Flight plan. Alright, so that's our weight. 60.2 plus 63.6. Do we have a go-around grading for this one? Standard. No, thrust on. Low. Yes. MEL. Ground spoilers. 2 pairs. Done. 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 Compute.
Cebu 991 Heavy. Mach 10 control. Expect Melby 3 Romeo. Runway 17.
Okay, auto brakes low. Any 180 restrictions on the runway? Not really. All up weight of 64.8. We can do that, and just in case. No auto brakes. Okay, flight plan. Clafu, R-Pass. And that looks good. Struts. Okay.
Sputnik 679, Mach 10 control. Amendment to your route advice ready to copy.
Sure. Is it a runway change?
Wilco, ready to copy. Sputnik 679.
Without consulting me.
Sputnik 679, expect Romar 2 Romeo, runway 05.
Sure.
Expect Ramar 2 Romeo, runway 05, Sputnik 679.
We anticipated that. Four. CDFA. We'll just do 610. Secondary. $600. double check my work, and I will do a short PA. Ladies and gentlemen from Flight Deck, this is your Captain Deer Sky Blue speaking. In about 5 minutes we'll be starting our descent down into Davao, and we should be arriving in Davao in about 6:40 local time. Cabin crew, we are 25 minutes to landing. Weather in Davao right now. Davao is pretty warm. It's 26 degrees
Cebu
Celsius.
040 Heavy. Contact Manila Control 128.3.
Otherwise, it's a great day for flying. We'd like to thank you for choosing Sputnik Aviation, operated by the Sky Blue Air Service today, as your airline of choice into Davao. Wherever your travels may take you, we wish you a safe and pleasant journey all the same. For now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight, and we hope to see you again on another Sputnik Aviation or Sky Blue Air Service flight. Till then, we'll see ya. Thank you.
Sputnik 679, Lamar 2 Romeo, runway 05. Report ready for descent.
Lamar 2 Romeo, runway 05. Call when ready. Sputnik 679.
Alright.
Cebu 4735. Contact Davao.
Ready for descent?
2.4.
So, ready for the arrival briefing?
Contact Davao approach 122.4.
Okay, we are arriving Davao, Ramar 2 Romeo,
Cebu 991 Heavy.
RNAV 05 expected, so that's via R pass.
Ready for descent.
Transition level is 130,
Cebu 991 Heavy.
highest MSA in the area to the west 2000.
To flight level 130.
So RNP 05, it's an RNAV approach. Final approach course is 050. Mike Delta 05 Foxtrot, final descent point 1800. Decision altitude is 610. Missed approach, climb on magnetic course 050 to 3000. And at 1500, turn right, direct to Lois. Also look at this, right, direct to Lois. And hold doors instructed by ATC. No significant weather. Operational, we'll do low auto brakes, max reversers, config full. And if we needed, we could backtrack on the runway, vacate Alpha 4, and we'll pick a bay. I believe the bay assigned to us was bay number 3, so we'll take bay 3 later on. Extra fuel is 1.4 tons, or actually, hold on. Let me just make some amendments to that one. The alternate is 1.8. The final is 1.2, round up. Minimum destination FOB. It's 3.2. So extra fuel is 0.2 tons or 7 minutes. Any questions, comments, or suggestions? No? Then this arrival briefing is complete. All ready for descent?
Sputnik 679, ready for descent.
Sputnik 679, descent to 9,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend to 9,000 feet. Sputnik 679.
9,000 set, flight level 90 blue, terrain. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. You have FLS? Really? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? We'll do an FLS approach. Thrust idle. Check that company message, will you? No ADC required. Correct. Track mile check. What's our radial to Davao? Hold on. 8360. Yeah, 9,000 is correct. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. 9,000 is correct. Undoubtedly. It is correct. Oh, okay. speed.
QNH1010.
Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH1010, Sputnik 679.
Okay, flight level 70 blue. Set QNH. I just said it. Press title. Cross checked. Alright, let's do 1 forward speed brakes first. $7,000 blue. It was flight level 70 blue, so I'm gonna call that out. Also, remember we don't have any spoilers, 1 and 2, so they are not working. The deceleration isn't as intended.
Sputnik 679, contact Davao approach 122.4.
Contact Davao approach 122.4, Sputnik 679. Davao, Sputnik 679, 10,300 feet with the numbers.
With the numbers.
Sputnik 679 Davao approach. Good evening. QNH 1010, expect the RNAV runway 05 with the RPS transition.
QNH 1010, expect the RNAV runway 05 with
Army
the RPS
Navy
transition. Sputnik
is what it
679.
sounds like.
Cabin crew must now be seated for
Sputnik 679, cross WICO at or above 5,500 feet, then descend to 4,000 feet.
Cross WICO at or above 5,500 feet, then descend to 4,000 feet. Sputnik 679.
Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll do 4,000 then. 4,000 set, I'll do 4,000 blue. 10 above, approach checklist. We gotta do 20 above, Jesus Christ. We're doing FLS, so LS on, LS on. Approach checklist. Belts on. Minimum bar 610. Auto brake low. Jumbo selector norm. Bar F QNH 1010. 0. Let's complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Sputnik 679, clear direct RPS. Cross RPS at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 05.
Cleared direct ARPAs. Cross ARPAs at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 05, Sputnik 679.
Alright, I'll set this to 1,800. 1,800 blue. Again, the risk approach is 3,000. They're coming from where we know, WICO. Yep. Okay, pressure face activated. And RNAV 05. Alright, there we go. 5 above, camera crew, please reseat for landing. 14 times 3, 4,200. We are high. We are very high, my good sir. That was a 900. Flaps 1, check. Flaps 1, remove status. Okay. Runway 05 identified. Normal sensing cleared. RNAV 05. F Puzzle star. F Loc star. Gear down. I am a bit high, so gear down first.
Sputnik 679, established on final approach.
Sputnik 679, affirm.
Full speed 180. F-Loc. Flaps 2. Check. Flaps 2, manage speed. Flaps 3. Check. Flaps 3.
Sputnik 679, contact Davao Tower 118.1.
Flaps full.
Contact Tower 118.1, Sputnik 679. Davao Tower, Sputnik 679, RNAV runway 05.
Sputnik 679, Davao Tower, wind 340 degrees, 3 knots, runway 05 cleared to land.
Runway 05 cleared to land, Sputnik 679.
Alright, landing checklist. Memo, landing no, landing check complete. So our spoilers didn't work too effectively because of the thing. But I should have monitored my flight plan page more. Okay, disconnecting autopilot, ground flight. Checked. Hold on. Check. Continue.
400. 300. 200.
Wow.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Manual braking. Also, did I forget to turn on the 2 lights here? No, I didn't. Okay, manual braking.
Sputnik 679, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Sputnik 679.
Alright. Idle. Storm spoilers, strobe lights.
Ladies and
Gate 5
gentlemen,
today.
the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties.
Oh right, there's no
However,
ground surface taxi.
we
They
ask
signed
that
it.
you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take
Okay, after
all
landing
personal
checklist.
belongings.
Radar
Check
predictive
your
wind
seat
shear.
pockets, underneath the seat,
Off.
and in the
After landing
overhead
checklist
lockers.
complete.
Do take
Press
care
taxi.
opening the overhead lockers as items may
Sputnik
have
679. Request taxi to assigned gate.
is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area.
Sputnik 679, gate 5, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Our pleasure looking after you today.
Gate 5 taxi at my discretion, Sputnik 679.
Alright, Bay 5. It's only a few gates here, so. Oh, is this pink? Is this a bad texture, or is that yeah? Oh, look at the stutter. Stutter. .12 Gs. Looks pretty good. Marshal in sight. Okay, we'll turn off those taxi lights once we're facing. Okay. Brake on. Dome light on. Chill on 2 off. Seat bolts off.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
Light off.
The boarding requested.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
Alright, parking checklist. Record record checks. Set engines off. What's off? Comes off. Parking checks complete.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Up at the ground, confirm check set. Check set. Roger that. The chocks and set indeed. Check set. Brakes released. One defect, still SEC3 and on blocks 3-2. Alright, thank you guys, Sky Blue, for watching. Appreciate it, thank you.